Hey guys, what's up? I want to talk to you a little bit about intermittent fasting. I know that you've heard of it before. You probably asked, what the heck is intermittent fasting? How does it work? Do you do it? How do you do it? Does it really give you good results? I want to cover all of that. Watch this video all the way through to the end and follow all these points and then see if intermittent fasting is for you. What's up everybody? My name is BJ Wohan. I am your friend. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Appreciate you guys so much. If you could do me a huge favor, subscribe to the channel, guys. I would love to have you guys a part of my my fam. Give me a thumbs up so that this video can circulate out into the YouTube video. So that this video can circulate out into the YouTube universe so that more people can see it, so I can help as many people as I can to live their best lives every single day. Okay, so we're going to talk about intermittent fasting. We've all heard about intermittent fasting. I'm sure you've heard about it one time or another, or you've heard of the word fasting. Well, intermittent fasting is a method that has been popularized over the last decade or so of how you can prolong your fasting window and then have your eating window. Now, the way that fasting works is when you're sleeping, you're actually fasting because you're not consuming any food. So fasting is when you don't consume any food. That's all it is. You're just not eating any food. So when you're sleeping, you are actually fasting. So if you slept 8 hours a night, you fasted for 8 hours. If you slept for 6 to 7 hours, you fasted for those amount of hours. Now, the thing is that most people get up and they think that the first thing they have to do is eat breakfast, which is not true. We were all raised to believe that. I was, I'm sure you were. They always say, hey, when you wake up first thing in the morning, eat your breakfast. Have some cereal, some oatmeal, or an apple, or some toast, whatever it is. But just get something into your system. Now, studies have shown over the years that you don't have to have food first thing in the morning to live a healthy lifestyle. And a lot of times when I was growing up, there were a lot of times I wasn't even hungry. Like I didn't even want to eat breakfast because I wasn't that hungry, but I would eat breakfast because I was told that was the right thing to do. And I'm sure you can relate to that. But once I started to study intermittent fasting, basically, you're literally prolonging your eating window so that you can get the benefits out of your fast. When you think about the word breakfast is just break fast. All you're doing is breaking your fast. That's breakfast. So if you want to prolong your fast and have breakfast in the afternoon, you can do that because then you're breaking your fast at a later date, a later time in the day, and you're getting the benefits. Now, what is the benefits of fasting? Well, I can give you a few of them. For one, it improves your longevity of your life. You're probably wondering, how does that happen if I'm not consuming food? How is it prolonging the longevity of my life? Well, for one thing, your cells are doing an amazing thing called autophagy, where your older cells are being recycled by newer cells and pretty much making them brand new so that your skin looks good, your hair looks good, your body is functioning at a peak performance way like it wouldn't be before if you had food in your system. Because if your body is always focused on breaking down food all the time, your body can't really go through this autophagy phase of recycling and pretty much having a recharge. Another benefit is that your body creates its own natural HGH, which is human growth hormone, which helps in the muscle building process. Also helps with your youth longevity as well. So when you are fasting, your body is able to do these amazing things because it's not focused on breaking down food so much. It's not focused on how can I break this food down. What happens is our bodies are, when you eat, your body creates insulin. And a lot of times what happens is when you have insulin, the insulin is what keeps you at a state of where your body is always trying to break down that food. That's why they say, they talk about insulin sensitivity. And insulin sensitivity is the point of which like your body has no food and then you have a little spike when you break your fast. Now those are good when you have like a bit of a spike because it kind of throws things off, right? It's like a glitch in the matrix and your body's like, okay, well, I got some food. Let's go ahead and use it for some energy. But when you're constantly eating or snacking throughout the day, you're constantly always building up that insulin spike. So it's like, it's really just almost like a constant thing. And you don't really get the results that you really want because you're constantly eating and snacking. A lot of times people overeat and they oversnack, and before you know it, you are not where you want to be because of all the food you consume. Another benefit to fasting is you get to eat bigger meals. I love fasting because my food is so delicious and so good, and I get to eat larger portion sizes because I'm not eating throughout the day. I'm literally eating bigger meals at like 1 to 2 times a day, and it's so satisfying, and the food is so much better. You don't feel guilty, and it's just so good. Like, I love fasting because of for that reason. I get to have bigger meals. I eat big. I love to eat big. So because I get to do that, it's like a reward. It's like, okay, I've been fasting. Now it's time to break my fast with a nice rewarding meal. Sometimes I'll break it with like a protein shake or like some beef jerky and a protein cookie or something like that. And that'll be like a smaller meal, or some fruit or something like that. And then later on in the evening, I'll have my bigger meal. And that'll pretty much tie me up for the rest. That'll tie me over till the next day, hold me up. So intermittent fasting is beautiful. I mean, it helps you to build muscle. You get to lose fat because your body is actually running off of its fat stores as an energy source, because there's no food in you. So your body, what it'll do is it'll turn to an energy source to use for fuel. So it's okay, well, there's no food coming in, so I need to use some type of energy source. What can I turn to? Oh, fat. So when you're doing this, your body is using fat for fuel, and you want that because obviously nobody wants to have a bunch of fat on them. I mean, 9 times out of 10, nobody wants fat on them. That's why people work out. They want to go on these diets and things like that. I've been doing intermittent fasting for the past few years. I've never looked back. I love it so much. And it's a lifestyle. Like, it's a lifestyle. I've gotten to the best shit of my life doing intermittent fasting and working out. And I will never turn away from it. It's a healthy way to live, and I recommend it for anybody that wants to try it. You guys, these are just a few benefits of intermittent fasting. If you want to learn more about intermittent fasting, go ahead and pick up my book, Fitness Made Simple. It's on Amazon.com. Or you can also Google or YouTube any other material you want that talks about it, because it's really about helping you guys to find out if intermittent fasting is for you. If you're somebody who wants to eat 4 to 6 small meals throughout the day, by all means. I used to do that, and I was never satisfied. I felt like my meals were too small. I was always hungry, and it just wasn't enough for me. But when I went to intermittent fasting, I was able to eat bigger meals, and I didn't have to count calories as much, because like, you're gonna eat these bigger sizes, and 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna eat your caloric intake in 1 to 2 meals, in 1 meal or even 2 meals, unless you're eating a bunch of things that are less nutrient dense, but they're calorically dense. Like, you could knock down a box of donuts like easily, right? Because it's sweet and sugar, and it's like simple sugars, but you're not gonna knock down a bunch of oatmeal. You're not gonna knock down a bunch of like baked potatoes, because they're pretty dense. They're calorically dense. So they keep you fuller. But anyway, that's enough about that. If you guys want to learn more, like I said, you can go ahead and check out those plugs. Other than that, if you like this video, drop me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon so you can be notified whenever I do upload new content to the channel. And as usual, I love you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.